Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T that was blazing the sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it, giving you guys that lunchtime edition. Go on, come on in, relax your mind, wipe up your feet, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Go on and get ready for this cooking. I know you smell it, guys. So we're gonna be talking about Adrien Broner, guys. We're gonna be talking about Jake Paul. Let's go on and jump right in with Jake Paul. I gotta say this, man. The way that Saudi did it, I gotta say, man, they're stepping the game up. The look, the feel, they get into people, and I think they're doing a pretty good job of adjusting to what people are used to seeing and delivering that. And they are doing exactly what a lot of people say: put in their money where their mouth is. When they want a big fight, when they want to compete, matter of fact, financially, it looks like they might be out competing a lot of people right now to get those big fights. And they having what we consider the sports stars. They were there. Now, I don't know the financial. I don't know nobody wallets, nobody pockets. Did they pay for these people to come over there to see Jake Paul? Did they just want to go over there to see Jake Paul? I don't know. But I got to say this, man, when I saw Devin Haney, my boy Deontay Wilder, Bomb Squad in the building, Tyson Fury and so many more of the athletes that was out there in the audience. It was looking pretty good, man. They did a really good job of setting this up. Again, like I like to see Deontay Wilder there. He talked about it might be a fight there. He said he won at least 3 fights this year. He said at least 2 for sure. And he said the next 2 is going to be what the people want. Well, I got to ask you guys, what do the people want? If you ask me, what, Anthony Joshua, maybe a Tyson Fury 4, possibly? At least that's what I want. Maybe that's the T-Dub wish list. But when it comes to the fight, I'm not going to lie. This was the best I've seen Tommy Fury. I bet John Fury and Tyson Fury was kicking his you-know-what every day about doing something right, doing it better. You got to be this. You can't let this problem child come over here and cause you problems and beat you. It's going to put a stain on the Fury name, because even though I still thought, Tommy made some mistakes, but I got to say, man, his speed, using that jab, keeping that distance, using the angles. I thought Tommy did pretty good. His combination, they were pretty good. And the one thing that I see that Jake has not learned yet, and I mean, this can be any boxer, but when you come into boxing and you're new, I think you can learn a lot of things pretty fast that can make you effective. But what I don't think Jake learned is a plan B. Right? I bet you right now there's a lot of baby daddies out there wish they baby mama knew about a plan B. I'm telling you that right now. They wish she knew about that plan B. But I didn't see him do nothing different. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't see Jake Paul do anything different. He jabbed to the body, which he was always doing. He was trying to throw that Hail Mary shot. Hail Mary, run Trixie. He's throwing that big windmill of a right hand. But, from what I've seen, Jake has heart. He has heart. I can tell that he takes boxing seriously. He came to fight. He did what he can do. He probably could have cut the ring off against Tommy. But listen, man, Tommy Fury did what he had to do. He used the jab. The way he took away the success of that right hand landing as often as Jake Paul wanted it to land was by making Jake Paul go. Like, when Jake Paul had to throw it first, he had time to see it coming and make it miss more. But Jake Paul wants you to attack. He wants you to push forward. Because if you come forward and he throw it at the exact same time, that shot gonna be there before you know it. But listen, man, I know I put a YouTube short out, and I guess I said that what I say, Tommy didn't make Jake land no big shots. When I'm talking about big shots, I'm talking about those shots that really had this man, like he hit Tyrone Woodley with, and so many more. There was a couple of times that Jake landed that right hand, but sometimes it's Tommy's shoulder was there. Portly called it. He just didn't get a chance to land what he really like. It's crazy as it is. The big shot for Tommy, not Tommy, but for Jake Paul was his left hook. That was the one that was actually landing because I think they prepared so well for that right hand that his left hook was actually the best shot that he had. And then he ended up landing that was it like a jab knockdown? Tommy Fury said he slipped. Listen, guys, he didn't slip. Was he hurt? Probably not. But did he slip? No. He was hit with a shot in a position that when he got hit, what's up, DH in the building? What it does, big dog. Said, blessing my brother, man. Blessing you, champ. Your boy T-W went live in a minute, but man, I say, you know what? I'm moving, guys. I went the whole process. Bought a different house. I'm in the transition of moving. They playing with my internet. So I like, you know what? I think they say it's supposed to be good this Saturday, but will it be good in time to catch that John Jones? Will it be good? I don't know, man. But if I can get set up in time, I would definitely, try to go live and catch some of these fights with you guys. But so when I see Jake Paul, right? Jake Paul, this was I'm being honest. I'm being very honest. This was the only fight that honestly I think I wanted Jake Paul to win. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. This was the only fight that out of all of them, I'm like, you know what? I said I wouldn't mind seeing Jake Paul win this fight. And then I told my son, right, Lil Dub, he's 9. I said, because I said every time I did not want him to win, Jake Paul won. I said I actually want him to win this one. It could backfire, he could lose. And I'm not saying my jinx did anything, because I think he put it on Drake. He said, "Congratulations, brothers, on your new home." Yeah, bro. Oh my gosh, man. Because I don't move that much, man. I don't realize how much I got. I'm moving out my old basement, and it's just so much stuff, right? I mean, like thousands of weed eaters and all kind of like car stuff, man. Just so much stuff, man. That I had, a few of my homies. I called my boxer on my boy Charles. Man, my boy Charles, he fought at 168 a couple weeks ago. He took a fight on 1 week's notice. And in the press conference, he had to go to Texas, right? Because if you guys don't know, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. He took a fight on 1 week's notice. Went down there, did a press conference. Dude said, "I'm gonna get him out of there in 1 round." And I seen the fight because I told my boy Charlie, "Man, why you take me?" Because I know he knew I was busy with some stuff though. But he like, "Yeah, man, my bad, man. I could have had 2 coaches because he had Mike." Mike was his head coach, and I respect that because Mike coached me for a while too. So I feel comfortable with Mike in my corner too. But me and Mike worked well together. But I said next time, let me know, man. And he went out in 1 week's notice. In the second round, he told me he said in the middle of the first round, the dude was throwing haymakers, and he even called my boy Charles a couple times. And my boy Charles, right before the first round ended, he caught him with a shot. Boom! Dude held on to him, locked on to Charles, and my boy Charles said he heard him breathing like, and he said he told him in his ear like, "Oh, you tired? Oh, that's bad news for you." And then the bell ring for the second round, first round in, and the second round came out. So then my boy Charles started putting that pressure on him, and caught him with a lead right hand, dropped his ass, man, beautiful. He said that's facts. Hey, so I'm gonna let's get back to some of this good boxing, guys. Oh my gosh! So I'm gonna switch gears. Let's jump to Adrien Broner, man. So, man, things for Adrien Broner was looking good for a minute. Adrien Broner just witnessed Missouri weather. You know what I'm saying? Adrien Broner literally just witnessed Missouri weather because in Missouri, or at least in St. Louis, you can have all 4 seasons in 1 week. Like a couple of days ago, it was probably close to 70. Then it dropped down to 25. And then today it might be 60. And then next thing you know, they said in early March it's going to snow. Like everything is crazy. So the only thing that hasn't happened for Adrien Broner was he didn't get that summer yet, right? He like they promised him that summer weather, but he didn't see that summer weather. So they told AB come out. He signed with BOK Prime. 3 fights, 10 million across 3 fights, right? At a time that it seemed like he could either he couldn't get a fight, he pulled out a fight, and Black Prime came along and said, listen, man, we just got Terence Crawford. We giving Terence Crawford 10 million for a fight. We need to get you. They run them dollars by him. The calculator's numbers get it all added up to make sense. Adrien Broner signed a contract. He promoting BOK Prime, talking about they're gonna take it to the next height. We finna do this. First fight, Ivan Red Catch. Well, he signed with somebody else. That got canceled. Second fight, Hank Lundy. Well, he was already in a scheduled fight that was already being promoted. He pulled out regularly out of that fight to jump into the Adrien Broner fight. Oh, what? He gets suspended. Third fight, Michael Williams. Not many people know him. Has fought on TV. He takes the fight on short notice. Roy Jones said, man, he's not looking good. He's not looking good. He shouldn't take the fight. 9 days before the fight, he sparred, gets his jaw cracked. Now AB like, man. And what I said earlier, that before the fight got canceled, AB had put out an Instagram, I believe, talking about how Al Haymon pretty much stopped giving him money. He said he was giving me $10,000 a day, $5,000, $2,000 a day. This is a day. He giving me this much a day. Then all of a sudden he stopped giving to me. I ain't took a check from him in 6 years. So when you say stuff like that, because I'm not gonna lie, I saw a video where he cleared it up today that he didn't mean it the way that it came out. But I'm telling you right now, if you said it and that's how people took it, that's probably how it came out. And now since he canceled those ties with Black Prime, BOK Prime, because listen, they wasn't UPS, they wasn't FedEx, they wasn't Amazon. Guys, what I'm trying to say is they didn't deliver. They did not deliver. He trained, he invested money, he probably paid sparring partners. He had a whole training camp. He lost weight, felt great, got in shape, but he couldn't deliver. They didn't deliver. He said that's the same way up here. Ohio in the building. Hey, you know what, man? My oldest son, I imagine it's from school or somewhere. He is hooked on. He don't even know who originally said it to me. Maybe I don't know, but I think the original person I heard it from was a dude called Lil B down in Ohio. Some in Ohio, man. I was showing a map to my son, and I don't know what he think Ohio is, but he said, "Oh, Dad, there's Ohio, Dad. That's Ohio, Dad. In Ohio." He started dancing, right? And I guess maybe it's a TikTok or somewhere. People doing several clips about, only in Ohio or something. And now I think he don't know where he want to go. I just think he just wants to go in Ohio. I don't know. But shout out to Ohio, man. They definitely got my son's attention. I did not even tell him that, Lil B is the first one I heard say, because if he mess around and hook up Lil B, he look up Lil B at 9 years old, and the stuff that Lil B was saying, like, they might consider me bad parenting. that dude Lil B, man. Well, let's go and get this cooking. Let's get this cooking then, guys. Listen, man, I'm hungry, man. Let's eat, man. Let's cook. Let's cook and eat. Y'all know me. I do this for bread and meat. I don't cook, I don't eat. Let's go. So, AB cut ties, BOK Prime. This is not looking good for BOK Prime. It's looking like they jumped in and make a huge splash, at least in my opinion. I don't blame them all for it, but they have a little bit with, maybe giving a final help, maybe helping Terence Crawford make that final decision that if he was a little unsure that he's going to fight Earl Spence Jr., well, when they came along listen, It's a bag that I couldn't refuse. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie. But listen, I don't got millions, right? I don't got millions. You know, sure, I'm at work. Listen, I'm at work right now. I'm in my car working right now. I work in an office. You know, typically a 9 to 5 job. Been here about 10 years. You know, making them. Listen, I'm living, right? If they came to T Dub right now, like AT Dub, listen, man, we see you got West Players in the sports, you know what I'm saying? You know, one of the hottest YouTube channels known to mankind. Shit, we give you, you know, $1 million to just come call this fight for 6 hours with us. Man, I'll be there. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, like that's just me. But and remember, that's also I'm not passing up a fight that many people want to see. I'm not passing up. You know, people want to see Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. I'm not passing that up. And you know, a lot of people blaming BLK Prime for doing that. Now, I cannot say they did it because they cannot make the man walk away. And I get it. Everybody got different views on what happened between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. And listen, guys, this drew a line with T-Dub and Brother Dub. Brother Dub, my own brother. We can't even talk about this no more because it leads to verbal assault. You know what I'm saying? We going back and forth on it. You know, he's siding more with Terence, and I'm kind of listen. First of all, I'm not anybody's side, but when it comes to why the negotiation didn't work, that particular negotiation didn't work, and if I had to put it on more of a fighter, I can't find nothing to really put it on Earl. You know, he didn't leave. He still ain't fought. Terence left. He fought, made $10 million. Now he back at like a crack at it, giving you boxing giggles. Just work. Oh, in the building, the one, the only Stream LA in the building. What it does? What up with you, big dog? Man, you know, man, I'm back to on my lunchtime edition type of shit. You know how I do it, bro. Listen, you know how I do it. I've been doing this for years, man. You know, they kept me busy. You know, a lot of overtime here. I can't knock it. You know, they just gave your boy another promotion. You know, I can't knock it. Listen, you know, I take it. I take it. You know, they come to me, T-Dub. Hey, man, we value your work. You've been killing it. You know, how about we throw a little bit more on to what you make a year to do the same job? I said yes. I said, let me get this right. Let me do the same job for more pay. Yeah. Go throw that on there. Shoot, get crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? I got kids to feed. Let's do it. So I'm back, right? He said, DH, he said, Duck, Crawford, Duck. But you know, man, you know, and listen, hey, it's just my thoughts. You know, I'm just saying what I'm saying, man. And I ain't gonna get all into it because I know this one right here, this crosses the line. This is like, you know, in that Captain America Civil War when Vision when he drew that line in the concrete and you know, and there was different sides. This drew the line between a lot of boxing fans. And guys, I'm a Terence Crawford fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Terence Crawford fan. I picked Terence Crawford to beat Errol Spence by 51%. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's gonna be a fight, but you know, but when it came to this particular thing, I'm like, listen, bro, Errol Spence ain't fought nobody. He's still trying to figure that out. There's a negotiation. Terence Crawford said he agreed to everything, but then all of a sudden he walks off, and then he signs with BLK Prime, who probably came up to him like, "Hey man, shit, you ain't gotta take that fight right now. Let's do a 1-fight deal. You make this quick $10 million, and then if you wanted to, you can go back to that same fight with Errol Spence. The only difference is because you know they're not going to give you 50-50. You done made $10 million." So it ain't like you coming in the same way now. You coming in 10 million for a soft touch. You coming in 10 million like a lady. You coming in with a soft touch, something that feels good. You coming in with cushion $10 million. And let me ask you a question. After Terence Crawford fought, got that quick 10 million. Cha-ching, what did he do? went to Earl Spence and said, hey, you said you're going to spin the block, right? So it sounds like, in my opinion, he want to make a fast $10 million for himself. And then he come right back to the Earl Spence fight and then try to fight Earl and make whatever he makes there. That's just my opinion. So, hey, you guys, go smash a like for your boy, man. You know I can't. They don't let your boy cook too much, man. They be holding out for my lunch breaks. But let's get it. Let's get it. Smash that like. So, Adrien Broner, we cut ties with him before the party got started. They told Adrien Broner, like, hey, man, it's going to be a party, bro. Listen, we're going to throw 3 parties for you, big dog, and all you got to do is show up. We're going to throw 3 parties for you. We're going to pay you about $10 million over those 3 parties. Boy, listen, we got you, man. Don't even worry about nothing, man. Come over here. We got Terence Crawford over here. It's a party. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it, man. And then AB like, AB, I'm about that. I'm coming. $10 million. Let's spend it. Then he get over there. But in my opinion, BLK Prime did not do their homework. Not as good with Ivan Raycatch. Otherwise, that fight would have never been made. They didn't do their homework good with Hank Lundy. Otherwise, that fight wouldn't have been made. Now, when they got Mike Williams, the only thing that went wrong with her was just a freak accident. Get his jaw cracked. He was sparring. Roy Jones said he didn't look good. Threw him in there with somebody smaller than him, and he got banged up. And then now, AB like, okay, let's get it. I still want that bread. Remember, AB said he went to Al Heyman like, hey, Al, I need to go to Vegas. I need 100,000. And he said Al would just give it to him so he could blow 100 grand. And then he probably went to BLK Prime like, okay, I get it. We can't fight right now. Let me get 100 grand so I can just go down to the islands and blow it. And BLK Prime like, nope, I can't do it. He said, okay, let's get it. Let me get 10 bands. Can't do it. He said, okay, let me get $5 so I can get an Arizona iced tea and some Skittles. Nah. Hold on, let me check my pockets real quick. 350, 450. Nope, can't do it. Now he like, man, all right, I got to cut ties. I got to cut ties with BLK Prime. And then he did a video doubling back, saying, listen, all right, pretty much I've been tripping. I don't think Al Heyman got over me. It really sounded like to me that Al Heyman took care of him and managed his money, because if he gave it all to him one time, he probably would have blew it. And because Adrien Broner got to get back out there, man. And in PBC, Al Heyman is a definitely good place to be at. There's so many fighters out there. And especially if AB decides to operate at 140, because he really don't have a great track record at 147. And he skipped over 140 and, to jump up to fight Paulie, he might be. There's some nice fights at 140, man. There's some nice fights. Especially when you look at Devin Haney going to be up there soon. Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Teofimo Lopez. There's some good fights there. My boy Street Valet says, I'm riding with Spence. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Hey, somebody said they was talking again. I want to see what's going to happen. See, I ain't do a video on it yet. I'm like, okay, they talking again? Okay, let's see. Because at first they said that Earl Spence going to fight Keith Thurman, right? So I'm like, well, fighting 154 sounds weird, but hey, 54-47 is still a damn good fight. That's Keith one-time Thurman. One-time Thurman only took one-time loss. And for some reason, he didn't want to back then, but he wanted to get a crack at Earl Spence Jr. And if he agreed to fight Earl Spence Jr. for no title to 154, that means he got to go for the gusto. And then all of a sudden, that's not being announced for real. Then there's whispers that, whoa, they're talking about Terence Crawford versus Earl Spence Jr. Then they said, wait a minute, hold up, wait, Spectrum got it on there in June that they're gonna fight. But we don't know what's gonna happen. Your boy T-Dub. I keep my ears to the street. I'm listening to the car drive by. I'm letting you guys know. Hey, when they come out there real good and they make something official, I'll be there like a referee whistle blowing it. I'll tell you. Don't worry about nothing. All right. So I'm going to shift gears real quick, guys. We're going to go back over to Jake Paul real quick, wrap it up. You know how we do it. lunchtime special. You know what I'm saying? Go and get, if you're driving, keep driving. Listen to your boy talk that noise. You know how I get it. If you have work, keep that one earbud in. Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, for their level, it was a good strap. It was a good. Now I'm being honest. Should have been a main event fight, in my opinion. No, but because Jake Paul has earned a fan base, it is right. So much that they charge in pay-per-view, right? So much that Saudi has paid to have it over there. So much that Saudi, in my opinion, they pay to have Wilder, Devin Haney, like all these fighters and stars was there. Shout out to Badu Jack, man, who took the belt. Shout out to Badu Jack, who came in and took that belt. Badu Jack came in and took a belt that night too. But like I said, man, Tommy looked it better than I thought. Jake Paul, here's the thing. The thing about Jake Paul is, because he hasn't been in boxing long, and I do believe he take it serious. I believe he take it serious. He did not quit. He fought. He got tired. He was out there with his mouth open. That means he is tired. He's trying to get oxygen in his body any way possible. He's so tired he can't hold his bottom jaw up. He hasn't learned to make a plan B. He hasn't learned to make real-time adjustments in a fight. He only learned to do more of the same, and eventually it'll have success. His corner let him down. They should have told him how to cut the ring off better. Instead of him always going, he should have baited. Since Tommy Fury was always trying to go back most of the time, box with the jab, he should have baited Tommy to come in, change the pace. Listen, Jake, bro. Listen, bro. If you want some tips, I want your boy T to give you some must have some boxing. Here's what you do: hit me up. What's Blazing the Sports? Hit me up. Holler at your boy. We get together, and I guarantee you, for the next fight, you'll be right. But I got listen, man. I just want to give you guys on this lunchtime snack. I like, you know what, man? I got some time. I went on here and dropped 2 shorts real quick. I knew I was going to have a lunch about an hour ahead. Like, man, I'm going to go in and set this thing up. But smash that like button, guys. Your boy T-Dub, I'm moving. I want to be completely moved by this weekend. I have no idea. But even if my cable is not going to be transferred over until maybe Saturday or Sunday, I have no idea. But if I can, I'll be back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers that work. Smash that like button on your way out. Much appreciation. Salute. Keep the blaze going.